Howdy everybody, welcome to Outnumbered Barbecue. Today we're going to be doing some St. Louis spare ribs using Franklin Barbecue sauce and Franklin Barbecue's new spice blend. Now HEB just has this spice blend I noticed today. It's got some interesting ingredients: salt, garlic, onion, sugar, paprika, shiitake mushrooms, and tomato powder. So I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out. So let's get these ribs trimmed up. Now, one thing that's interesting in this spice rub, it does not include any pepper. As we all know, Franklin is pretty big on pepper, so I got this Southside Market Oak Smoked Black Pepper. If y'all have never tried this, this is really good, especially with pork ribs when they don't spend a whole lot of time on the pit. Good way to add some extra smoke to them, and it's pretty tasty. Alright, these are looking pretty good. So we're going to get these out on the pit, and I will meet you out there. So today we're going to be cooking on the Workhorse Pits 1975T. We're going to be cooking at 250 degrees. Now I've noticed on this Workhorse pit, 250 degrees on the door thermometers is usually like 275. So for all y'all that are wondering, we're not going really as low as 250. It's probably more like 275 inside. But I found that 250 on the thermometers on the door for about 3 hours before we wrap comes out pretty good. So let's get these ribs on and get them going. So here we are about 55 minutes in, almost 1 hour. I haven't had to add any wood yet, and you can see we're a little less than 250. So we're going to go ahead and put another split on the fire. See if we can get that temperature back up to 250 or a little bit above. So now we're about an hour and 58 minutes in, almost 2 hours in. The Workhorse is doing good, got a good coal bed going. Check out these ribs, see how they look. Everything's holding pretty good at 250. Man, this thing holds temperature so good. Let's open this up and take a look. Yep, looking pretty good, looking pretty good. I'm not big on spritzing ribs. Some of you may think these look a little dry. I'd like for that fat to render a little bit more and they'll be looking pretty moist. Alright, here we are 3 hours in. I'm going to pull these ribs, we're going to wrap them up. I'm not going to put anything in the wrap. We're going to wrap them up, we're going to put them back on the pit. We're going to keep the temp still about 250 for about another 45 minutes. After about 45 minutes we should get good. Pull back on these bones, we'll pull them out. We're going to sauce one, we're going to keep one without sauce so we can really taste that seasoning from Franklin. So here they are all wrapped up. We're going to put them back on the pit. We're going to keep that temp at 250. We'll leave them on there for about 45 minutes. We'll come back in, we'll check on them. We'll unwrap them, we'll sauce one and show you what it looks like. So here we are after 45 minutes wrapped up. We're going to keep this one on the left. I think we're going to keep this one without sauce. We're just going to flip this one over so that seasoning can dry out just a little bit. So I'll flip this over so it doesn't wash out the seasoning too much. And then we're going to leave them unwrapped for about 30 minutes. And we'll get this other one here. We're going to unwrap this one. And this is the one we're going to add the sauce to. So I'll get this Franklin sauce. We'll pour a little bit on top. We'll kind of spread it out a little bit. 30 minutes is usually enough time to get that sauce to get really good and set on top of these ribs. Once that sauce gets good and set, we're going to pull them, we're going to cut them, we're going to see how they taste. And here we are to pull them off. Total cook time, we went 3 hours unwrapped, we went 45 minutes wrapped, and we went 30 minutes unwrapped. This is the rack that we did not put any sauce on. So we'll cut this one up and give it a taste. Definitely some sugar in this rub, which made these ribs a little bit darker, but they just taste great. Clean bite through, definitely moist. That's a good rib. Now we're going to try these ribs that had the sauce on them. That Franklin sauce, he's been out for a while with that sauce. If you haven't tried it, pick some up. I think that spice blend is relatively new. I have only seen it for the last month or so. H-E-B here in Texas is the only place I've seen it, but I believe you can get it from his website. So here we go, nice moist rib. Yep, looks good. Let's give it a taste. Yep, clean bite through. That is a good rib. Let's go in for another bite here. Pulls off the rib easily. doesn't fall off the bone. Pretty well cooked on that Workhorse pit. Yep, definitely juicy. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This is my first video. If you want to see some more videos of that Workhorse pit, if you have anything you want to see me cook, please leave a comment down below, and we'll be seeing you.